Thank you, Governor
Chairman,
Walz.
I would ask
My
the
line of
ability
questioning is not for you. Please do not interfere with the witness's time. It's for your Attorney
He didn't
General.
ask a question, so it is Ms. Luna's time.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to be very clear about why we are here today and why both of you should be concerned. I've already sent criminal referrals to Attorney General Pam Bondi recommending that both Governor Walz and Attorney General Ellison be investigated and prosecuted under 18 U.S. Code 371 and 18 U.S. Code 2. The U.S. Attorney Office estimates up to $9 billion in taxpayer money has been stolen on your watch, Governor Walz. Not a rounding error, not a typo, $9 billion, and both of you knew. Mr. Ellison, there's a widely reported recording of a meeting between you and Feeding Our Future on December 11th, 2021. At that meeting, those individuals that you were speaking to told you that the state investigators looking into fraud were acting in a, quote, racist manner. And your response was, and I'm quoting directly from the recording, "Let's just go fight these people." I want to ask you, what do you mean by fight these people?
Congresswoman, first of all, this matter I've responded in writing to this committee. I've written an op-ed about this matter. I have gone through several committees, one in the state, one in the Fed, one in the Senate, now here today, and it's very clear that these people were clearly liars. They were lying to me. They lied to judges. They lied to the state agencies. They were fraudsters. Everyone agrees that they are fraudsters. And
if I could, just because I'm a limit on time, though, I want to see, and I understand what you were stating. You're saying that you were essentially lied to. But in responding to them, and the reason I'm questioning on this is because I had the privilege of questioning some of your state legislators that were Republicans, and they did feel that both you and the governor were covering up what was happening with the fraud. So I want to specifically just, who are you referencing when you said fight these people? If you could, just keep it short. Was that your own state?
Congresswoman, these people represented themselves to be business people who were having difficulty with the bureaucracy.
Okay.
They contacted me and they wanted to know what, can you possibly help us? What I did is investigate their claims and then work with the federal authorities to see 57 of them convicted of crimes, and about, I think, more than 80 now indicted. So these people presented themselves as someone needing help and honest business people. They were not what they claimed to be.
So
and we helped them get convicted as they well should be.
Thank you for clarifying. But just to be clear, it would be the bureaucracy, would you say, within your own state? Is that you were saying fight these people as in the bureaucracy within your own state, correct?
Congresswoman, I was in Congress for 12 years.
Thank you for
and
serving.
I did constituent services all the time.
Okay, so I'm not going to get anywhere on this question. That brings me to my next thing. Do you believe that it is racist to investigate someone of fraud because they are of Somalian descent? Yes or no?
Ma'am, I believe that anybody who commits fraud of any background should be investigated and held accountable.
Okay, well, I would actually agree with you on that one, so thank you for clarifying. But to be clear, those individuals that you told the Department of Human Services were basically, it was racist, and if you were looking into it for fraud. You took that meeting, you made that promise, and then it turns out that the billions of dollars in fraud continued. And I hate to bring this up because I am a parent, but your own son also received donations from those same individuals. Imam Omar, the man that you invited you and is listed a partial owner of an entity that was used to launder over $40 million in Feeding Our Future funds. I would say that you did mislead the public. Whether or not you at the time realized what they were up to, the fact is that you were then presented with the evidence, and it does feel, and according to your own state legislators, that you did not take that seriously enough. In my opinion, if you have that— I would
disagree, ma'am.
I'm telling you what my opinion is. I don't believe that that was a question, but I do believe, based on the recording, based on the fact that you were personally tied to it, and based on the fact that your family then had ties to it as well, seems a little sus. Aside from that, though, you're telling the American people essentially that maybe you didn't know about it when dozens of your own employees were afraid as being labeled as racist or Islamophobic if they stayed silent. And so I just want to be clear about something. You've stated and you agree that anyone should be investigated based on, regardless of their background. But the fact is that your own employees came forward and were actually afraid of actually looking into that fraud because they did not want to be labeled as Islamophobic or as maybe xenophobic. So you dismiss this, as President Trump said, as politicizing the issue when $9 billion is not a political talking point. It's an embarrassment. The American people see what's going on, and this is fraud. I would say, and I would also advise the Attorney General to look into our criminal referrals. I do not believe that you guys could say that you didn't know what was happening because, frankly, even if, let's say, giving you the benefit of the doubt, you might not have known, you guys still chose to turn a blind eye to it. Thank you, Chairman. I yield my time.
Gentlelady yields back.